Tells us South Carolina had another 1,558 new cases of COVID-19 today, and more than 20% of the tests given came back positive. A state representative from Easley worries this 4th of July weekend may be a mass spread event, which he believes could have serious consequences for the upcoming school year. 7 News reporter Ann Maxwell talked with him today about what he thinks needs to change.
Representative Neil Collins of Pickens County tells me he's not optimistic that officials urging for caution will lower the case count going forward, and he thinks it's time for more restrictions. For nearly 100 days, State Representative Neil Collins, a Republican from Easley, has been posting updates on COVID-19 on his Facebook page.
Ultimately, want at least my constituents to be educated on it, and then also to be able to trust what they're hearing.
With the 4th of July looming, he's painting a bleak picture.
The major concern is that there's going to be more spreading of the virus.
He says this is coming at a critical time, too, right as schools have to make a decision on whether to send students back into the classroom. Students learning online could also mean the potential for sports to be canceled.
We can't, as a state, send a dozen children on a school bus with an elderly bus driver to a classroom with an elderly teacher. We just can't do that with the mortality rate of those 60 and older with this virus.
He says he doesn't think students will be going back to school in the fall. What he does foresee is more restrictions.
And I think us being optimistic is one thing, but then also knowing the numbers and knowing what is going to occur, I think we need to be a little bit more realistic on than what we have been.
The state epidemiologist says we may need to brace for a new reality if people don't take precautions over the 4th of July.
If we're not careful about how we move about during this upcoming holiday weekend, and as we congregate over this holiday weekend, we could see cases rise to the levels that none of us could have previously imagined.
But Representative Collins says it's not too late to avoid that.
Now's the time to decide what we want as our state and as a culture and society is. Do we want to limit this on our own, and or do we need to be restricted again and sacrifice K through 12 and sports and everything involved?
The state has seen record cases of the virus this week, and the Department of Health and Environmental Control reports that more and more of these cases are presenting in people who went to group gatherings without wearing a mask or keeping their social distance. In Greenville, Ann Maxwell, 7 News.
A spokesperson with the Greenville County School District said a final decision on whether students are going back to the classroom is expected around the end of July. AAA estimates